Hello, everyone. So this might be a little bit of a long intro, but you'll enjoy it. You remember Colombian migrants, William and Pam? Well, if you don't, here is a recap.
Then move forward with today's episode. So if you thought that some of the Venezuelan migrants were the only ones flashing that cash, you're wrong. You are absolutely wrong. Now we have Colombian migrants in the house, repeating the same flashy behavior on social media. Please meet Colombian migrants William and Pamela. And here they're posting more videos on their journey. Yes, remember, all of these videos are on TikTok. And the caption on the video says, "This was my path while making it to the border, the American border." Look at that smile, huh? All that human trafficking, and it's cool now. It's a trend. It is something that you want to post and be proud of on TikTok. And you get a lot of views, a lot of comments, a lot of likes. And I wouldn't be surprised if these two are now making money from posting on TikTok because they have a huge following. They did live in a shelter, perhaps briefly. I don't know if it was for a few days or a few months. Not clear on that, but you can see right there, once they made it to America, they were surrounded by other migrants. And yeah, they are making it look so cool. No fear of whether or not immigration looks at these videos. They just don't care.
And then we wonder why so many Americans are suddenly becoming anti-immigration. I mean, can you blame them? The amount of money we're spending on these individuals is mind-blowing. And the problem is that we know most of them are fake asylum seekers. And if they're not fake asylum seekers, they're freeloaders. And if they're not freeloaders, then they're violent criminals. And if they're not violent criminals, they're hardworking people. Sometimes it's a mix. And even within the group of the hardworking people that are keeping to themselves and are actually doing good things or trying to do good things, some of them just want to save up and go back to their country. So where is the asylum seeking story, I wonder? Colombian migrants, William and Pamela, these two crossed the border illegally, and later on they admitted their asylum case is fake. Now, they didn't necessarily say it like that, but they did say that they're looking to save money to eventually go back to Colombia within a few years after building their wealth and their property. But there's a huge problem, guys. Unfortunately, William was recently hospitalized. And because of that, he's been saying that he is stressed out, that America has him stressed out. He's never been in a hospital before. Oh, and some of you guys in the comment section were asking, is this freeloading only exclusive to Venezuelans? And I told you, no, it was not. That's them right there, making fun of how much all of these treatments and meals he's received will cost. America is stressing them out so much. So that's why I hereby announce that William and Pamela have been reported to USCIS by the Vega Axis channel for allegedly crossing the border illegally and for possibly and allegedly committing asylum fraud.
Unforgettable, right? And of course, you already knew that they watched those reports, and Mr. William responded.
Amigo, vi el video de Vega Axis sobre usted. Amigo, vi el video de Vega Axis sobre usted. Ay, chicas, yo vi el video, a mí no me interesa. Yo a nadie le estoy haciendo nada malo ni nada. Si es la verdad, si este país me quiere a mí deportar, pues que me deporte, que me deje en Colombia. Yo saben, yo estoy contando la verdad. Yo aquí no le estoy diciendo a nadie que vaya y robe. Yo a nadie le estoy diciendo que vaya y haga cosas malas. Yo solamente le estoy contando mi experiencia de vida y ya, y ya. Yo no tengo delitos en Colombia. Yo no soy un delincuente, no soy un gamín. Yo acá a nadie le estoy diciendo que vayan y roben o que vayan y ataquen, que hagan cosas malas. Antes les digo que se porten bien, que hagan las cosas bien, que valoren mucho la oportunidad de estar en este país.
Oh, we're not doing anything wrong. That's what they all say. Illegally crossing the border into the US is not wrong. Recording ourselves doing it is not wrong. Promoting it on social media so that other migrants can do the same thing is not wrong. Lying to immigration officials during the interview process by using a fake asylum story is not wrong. Lying to the government in order to get benefits funded by the American taxpayers is absolutely not wrong. Everything is just wonderful, guys. There's nothing wrong here. We're doing nothing that is against the law.
Si yo les digo la verdad, parceros, si a mí algún día dice alguien que me quieren deportar, weón, pues normal, me voy para mi país, allá nací, allá está mi familia, allá está mi gente. ¿Qué puedo seguir yo haciendo por acá, parce? Si me quieren es porque, si me quieren deportar es porque no me quieren ver acá, ¿sí? Pues yo no me paro horas a eso. Yo no sé cómo va a eso porque, como les digo, yo he estado portándome bien y siempre he tratado de portarme bien. Nunca que no me meto en problemas. Todos serán deportados, pues normal, de todas maneras. Muchachos, si algún día llega a pasar eso, pues ¿qué podemos hacer, panitas? A lo menos allá está la mamá de uno, está el familiar de uno y la vida es corta y uno tiene que vivirla, ¿sí ve? ¿Qué más podemos hacer? ¿Sí ve? Nosotros también por acá estamos luchando y trabajando y estamos sacando, porque nosotros cuando trabajamos y luchamos ayudamos a estos impuestos a salir de este país también adelante, porque nosotros aquí, vea, en este aloe vera yo pago impuestos, en la comida yo pago impuestos, en todo lo que yo hago pago impuestos, ¿sí ve? Entonces, ¿sí ve? ¿Qué más podemos hacer, pa? No podemos hacer nada.
Can you imagine? Wow. Just because when they buy some meals and drinks, they pay some taxes, they believe that makes them amazing taxpayers. Bravo, guys. This is unbelievable. What a contribution to the economy. We are going to be just fine, Americans. Let's forget about the fact that he stayed in the hospital in California for about 3 nights. And he mentioned he did it multiple times because the country was making him sick. And I guarantee you he didn't pay a dime. You guys did. Because, Joe Biden allowed this stupidity to happen in the first place.
En cualquier lado del mundo toca que camellar para sobrevivir. Eso sí es la realidad. De todas y maneras, si nos mandan para Colombia, tenemos que llegar a vender empanadas, pasteles, avena, lo que sea para sobrevivir, ¿sí ve? Así toca. Amigo, Pamela no está preocupada por el youtuber Vega Axis. Él ha reportado varios inmigrantes. No, mi reina, yo no estoy preocupado con novia. Me preocuparía por una ira de Dios. Pero por otro youtuber que está hablando mierda de mí, no voy a preocuparme porque es que yo no estoy haciendo nada malo. Yo en ningún video yo he mandado a hacer cosas malas o en ningún video yo estoy diciendo que hagan daño a la gente, no. Yo estoy contando tal y cual mi experiencia de vida y tal y cual como soy yo. Si algún día a alguna persona no le gusta que yo esté en este país, que sea el gobierno y me quiera sacar, pues normal, le dirá muchas gracias, me voy. Si usted no quiere que yo esté en su país, pues me voy porque pues es porque usted no quiere y me iría y pues normal. Yo no, como le digo, yo no tengo delito alguno, yo en mi país, yo no fui una persona mala, yo no tengo cargos allá con la policía ni nada de eso, ¿sí ve? Yo a todo momento me porté bien en mi país, en Colombia, y pues si algún día me vuelven para Colombia, pues, ¿qué más podemos hacer, parceros? Tenemos que estar allá. Ustedes saben que pues uno nació.
Well, he is such a sweetheart, right? He's lying, obviously, because he was very concerned about the reports I made. But more on that in a bit. Let's continue.
Ay, sí. Y como le digo, y para uno, o sea, tener un permiso de trabajo acá, uno tiene que solicitar un permiso acá. Tiene que solicitar un asilo, todo es normal, eso se solicita, pero eso lo hace todo el mundo, el que llega aquí a Estados Unidos. Puede solicitar su permiso de trabajo bajo un asilo normal. Si no le dan el asilo, pues normal, después si tiene el permiso de trabajo y eso vence, ya el gobierno es el que se encarga de eso, pero ¿qué más podemos hacer, parce? Si es la única oportunidad que uno tiene y a lo que uno está por acá. Pero yo estoy haciendo las cosas derecho. Solicité el permisito de trabajo, gracias a Dios se me dieron las cosas. Ahí tengo el permiso de trabajo, ya cuando me sienta un poco mejor, que yo sé que esta semanita ya mejor dicho, ya me voy a colocar fino como un roble. Ahí ya ojalá me salga un trajito bien bueno y se me abran ya muchísimas oportunidades aquí en Estados Unidos, parcero, aquí estamos. Aquí estamos.
That's right. I almost forgot that everyone can apply for asylum. And that way you'll get your work permit and your social security card based on a fake asylum story. Thank you, William. I almost forgot that anybody can do it.
El tipo Vega Axis sigue poniendo videos de ustedes, pues normal, que haga varios, que haga los que quiera. ¿Qué más podemos hacer? Vuelvo y le digo, yo no tengo cargos en mi país, y fuera de eso, si algún día pues me tengo que reunir con los de la agencia migratoria, pues normal, voy, me presento y eso. Yo miedo no les tengo, porque voy a tenerles miedo si es que yo no me han hecho nada malo a mí, ni yo les he hecho nada malo a ellos, normal. Parcero, y si yo le coloqué, a ver si algún día llegara a pasar eso, parce, pues que me dejen en Colombia, weón, que me dejen en mi país. Es que es normal, hay que darlos también que hablen, porque también son dueños de su boca, y son dueños de su cuerpo, y son dueños de sus palabras, y son dueños de lo que quieran decir. Ay. Bueno, se me cayó. Chao.
Let's get one thing perfectly clear, ladies and gents. There's a lot of good people right now who enter the country the right way and have to go back because their time is coming to an end. And they're doing that because they know that President Trump is not playing any games. Not to mention those who are waiting or who have been waiting for years to come into the country the right way, paying their fees, submitting all of their documentation, and waiting. Meanwhile, we have these border crossers, these criminals, these scammers, because that's exactly who they are, and come here to take advantage of the American taxpayers to get those benefits while living in the country to save money so that they can go ahead and take it back to their home country. That's the contribution that they are looking to give us here in America. That's what we got under Joe Biden. And that's why a lot of Hispanic Americans said, this is bull. It's exactly what it is. And we got tired of it. These are criminals. These are scammer, fraudsters, liars. They took advantage of everyone. And just about, I would say, 30 days after my reports on these two criminals, they decided to self-deport. They couldn't handle the pressure. Americans, you are more than welcome once again. These fraudsters left the country running because they knew they were going to get deported soon. And we're going to go over all of those videos that they posted throughout and after the self-deportation. I'm glad that these reports are working. You remember, we used to report, and now we are deporting. In some cases, self-deporting, but it still counts as a deportation. So Americans, you no longer have to worry about footing the bill for these two scammers. You're more than welcome, as always. Let's get started. All right, so William and Pam illegally crossed the border into the US. They went viral because they were promoting it and they got rewarded for it. And Take Trash paid them to do those videos. Anyway, so I caught wind of such videos and then I reported them. And the following videos are after the last report. So here, William and Pam are excited. He's saying, "Why are you so excited?" And She says, we got our work permits. And he's like, yes, finally. Our work permits? That's amazing. What a blessing. This is all thanks to Cristina Rua. And she's showing the work permit. Well, there you go, guys. Mocking everyone. Mocking Americans, mocking immigrants. Do you know how difficult it is for an immigrant to get that the right way? It's almost impossible. But look, he's mocking the work permit. Yeah, like, so basically what they were saying here is, hey, Vega Axis, look, we are legal. We got the work permits, like in your face. Because this was posted after my reports, okay? And at the same time, they were promoting this person that helped them get the permits, Cristina Rua. And I'll post the Take Trash page of this person on the screen so you can see who it is. I hope immigration officials can check her out too, because, I mean, these two criminals, they openly stated they were committing asylum fraud and they tagged her. So, I mean, she must have been blind if she didn't see that they were fake asylum seekers, but she helped them get those documentation. So they're promoting her business there and they're excited. So I'm just going to go ahead and give you the summary of these videos because it's a lot of them, okay? And then here they are again doing a similar video, excited about the work permit. She's saying that she got a new job now with the work permits and they are holding those permits while recording the videos. And she keeps promoting this person, Cristina Rua. And she's saying that this is great. Now you can go to any business and apply for a job and you'll get it with your work permit. So you see what I mean? This is what they used to do. They would go ahead and teach other migrants how to scam the system. Anyway, so that was in regards to the work permits. Here she is saying that this is a new job and she is promoting Cristina Rua once again. And she's holding the work permit. She's excited. And she's saying that Cristina will help you get your work permit. She will guide you through the process. And well, that's Pam doing the promotions. Now, they left the country running pretty much, mainly because I did report them to immigration officials. And obviously the videos I posted of them, I mean, there was no chance in hell they were going to get any asylum in the U.S. because the proof was there. The evidence was crystal clear. They were liars. But another reason why they left is because of this. Look at her. She is, well, they used to sell a lot of TikTok products. So how it works is once you get a certain amount of followers, the certain shops on TikTok will contact the influencers and they would say, hey, you can have some of my products for free if you try to sell them on your videos. And so TikTok, well, the shops, some shops on TikTok will send you a lot of products, right? So imagine there's probably millions of stores. So if you get, you know, I don't know, maybe one item a day or 3 items a week, I mean, that's still a lot. It accumulates, right? So that's what she's doing right there, showing all of those items. She didn't pay for them. Think of the scam. They crossed the border illegally. They recorded it. And they were following that trend that everybody was doing, recording themselves committing a crime and promoting it. So they went viral. And because of that, they got a lot of followers. And because of the followers, well, the tech trash shops, they were like, hey, you have a lot of followers, a lot of engagements. We can send you items for free and you can sell them, make a commission out of them, and you get to keep the product. And that's what she's doing. You can see time and time again, she was selling a lot of this stuff. Now, why was this a crucial matter for them that perhaps maybe they said to themselves, you know what, let's get the hell out because this guy is putting pressure on us. He sent a report to USCIS. They know where we are. And what would happen if they get deported? You know, they're not going to be taking all of those products. And boy, do you got to see the luggage. It was packed. Well, luggages. It was packed of products, guys. Freebies. Thanks to the taxpayers. Of course, the shops did not buy those products or create them with the taxpayers' money. But remember, they went viral thanks to them crossing the border illegally, committing a crime. And they were allowed by Border Patrol because of Biden's policies. And who's paying for Border Patrol, guys? The taxpayers, right? And remember, they stayed at a shelter when they entered the country. They got medical treatment as well. I mean, they were living the life. And so I strongly believe that was the main reason they left so soon after my original report, because they were like, you know what? If immigration gets us, look what they're doing with all of these deportees. We will not get a chance to even take our phones with us. You know that they take everything from them, and they had a lot of products. So that's what happened here with them. And look at that. I mean, here is them announcing that they are leaving the country. And they they say, we cannot tell you why we're leaving. It's a personal matter, but we are leaving tomorrow. Imagine, they made the decision probably within a few days, and they were like, we're getting out immediately. I'm sure they watched those videos where the migrants were getting deported without anything, no bags, no luggages, nothing, not even their clothing, right? Because they have most have that basic sweatshirt and pants. So they're like, you know what? We're going back to our country. And they're saying that we're going to go back to our property that we have over there. And boy, they were not kidding. But look at that, guys. Look at all of those products, right? Clothing, shoes, items, makeup. I mean, they were packed, absolutely packed. All thanks to Tick Trash, but mainly thanks to them going viral. Like I told you, because they recorded themselves committing a crime and got away with it under the previous stupid administration. I mean, a lot of products, guys, they knew the risk they were running if they stayed here under the fake asylum application and immigration. If immigration caught them, it was over. All of those products were going to stay here. They were not going to risk that. I mean, look at that. That's ridiculous. They're packed. That is insane. I mean, and look at the quality of it too. I mean, it looks like it's a lot of brand new items. Yeah, there are a lot of brand new, like shoes and other items in there. I mean, it's insane, guys. But they ripped the system very good, let me tell you. What a total shame. He's saying this is our luggages and we're happy. We are saying goodbye to the mobile home, and we're getting everything ready. And yes, the mobile home will be in good hands. Look at that, guys. He's showing the luggages, the bags. Yeah, so that's them just getting ready to get the hell out of the country finally, right? And so we're here now at the airport. And they said they were here for about a year. and they're saying it was unbelievable. Yeah, we like the US. It was pretty. Yeah, of course it was pretty because you ripped the country off. But they said they didn't like how they were received. Imagine. They didn't like the way they were handled during the moment they turned themselves in. Come on, Americans, you guys can do better with people who cross the border illegally. Come on, give them a better welcome, please. Next time, anyway. But yeah, so that's them at the airport in California, and here is them on the plane. Okay, so they're showing us that indeed they are leaving the country. They were not lying to us. Some people in the comment section thought they were lying because they announced this out of nowhere, right? You are showing us the work permits. You're telling us you got new jobs with the work permits. And then within a few days later, you're like, oh yeah, we're leaving the country tomorrow. What? Wait, what? People thought it was a joke. But no, guys, it wasn't a joke because these reports are no joke. We mean business. They will get the hell out of this country. You cross the border illegally, you abuse the system, you will get the hell out of the country. And here they are again, another shot in the plane and just joking around, saying we don't even know what they're saying because it's in English, the announcements. But that's them finally leaving the US. They made it to Las Vegas, the airport in Vegas, and just joking around, looking around. I believe this was their last stop in the US. And then from there, they were going to leave the country. So again, I'm confident they did not want to risk losing all of those products they stole from the US. Because in essence, it's like stealing. Let's face it, if they didn't go viral by committing a crime against the American people, then they would have never received any products. So here they are. They're saying that this is one of their families. I think her sister's home. And they're saying, people are saying that we got deported. No, we didn't get deported. We had our work permits. Look, he's saying, look at my work permit. They gave us the work permit for 5 years. And why did we come back? Well, because of a lot of circumstances, she's saying. And mainly health. Okay? But people were asking, why did we leave? But we were getting sick. And he's saying, yeah, the weather, everything was bad. And now we came back to Colombia and we're getting our strength back. Okay, so anyway, so they're now trashing the US. Obviously, they would do that. But here on this other video, once again, they're saying we were not deported. People think we got deported, but we didn't. No, we showed you we had our work permits, which, by the way, they took to Colombia to keep as a souvenir. But that's where they are now. This is their estate. You remember that they purchased an estate while living in the US. So he's showing where they live in Colombia. Look at their estate. And he's saying we are right next to the main road over here. He's showing the main road. And then on this other video, you see them working because they have to continue building their estate. And she's saying that this is the Colombian dream. We don't want the American dream. This is the Colombian dream. She's showing the plants and she's showing the state where they are going to be farming, I believe. And yeah, they're very excited to be back back home. So again, people keep asking them, why did you guys leave so suddenly? And they keep saying, remember, we had the permits for 5 years, so we were not deported. It's because we came here to build our own home. This is ours. Okay. And also, when we were living in the US, we were living in our mobile home that we bought ourselves. So they think we're stupid and like we don't know they're scammers. They scammed the system over here. But that's where they are now, guys. They went back to poverty, right? And there's nothing wrong coming from poverty, by the way. But you come here, you have such an opportunity to change your life. And what do? You are already thinking to go back to poverty. That's the contribution that was coming to the US. Most of them were thinking this way, which is a shame. And there she is, mocking the US again, saying, I don't want the American dream. I want the Colombian dream. With my love and with my things here, my pets, and this peace. This is the best thing ever. My estate and the love of my life is over there, building the cages for the chickens. And I love it here. Well, that's the asylum-seeking story for you. I wonder what the Border Patrol agent who interviewed these two criminals, if he were to watch them right now, and maybe he'll remember the story they told them about their asylum case, right? How they were scared for their life. Look at them now. Scared for their lives? Yeah, right. Look at that. Do you see the Colombian government going after them, trying to take them out? No. That's what happened. A complete fraud. So he just keeps bragging. That's another thing, these migrants. A lot of them have such a huge ego. Like that is so much better than the US, where they are. Well, maybe in their minds, right? But they're back to poverty. But that's what they get. Now they have to work hard and finish constructing their estate. Their plan was to stay here for maybe 3 or 4 years and make all that money, save all of that money to have someone else, other contractors, build their property. But I got in the way, you got in the way, President Trump got in the way, and here they are. They have to now work hard and make it happen. Such a shame, right? Such a shame that there's so many great people out there in the world that really want to come here and contribute to the economy, live here, assimilate to the American culture, but instead we received this trash. But there's a lot of videos like this, them working, still saying, we want the Colombian dream. We don't want the American dream. That's like saying oops, sorry, we don't want the American dream. We want the Colombian dream. That's their dream, guys. Look at this. Wow. I didn't even think their estate was this crappy. And this is the business supposedly they are going to be opening up soon in their estate. Okay? And he is looking for her, and there she is doing laundry. Look at that. Wow, guys. This is something to watch. Like they're back in the, 1930s or something. Crazy, huh? But that's what makes them happy. And it makes me happy that they got the hell out of the country because they were scamming the American taxpayers. But they robbed us, just so you know, okay? They left owing the U.S. a huge bill. But that's where they are now. Look at them. What a change, huh? They were in California, and now who the heck knows where this is in Colombia, but supposedly this is a prime time area where they are now. Yeah, I mean, I want to show you all of these clips because we will never, ever have to discuss these two again. Oh, thank God. Let me tell you, I'm so glad. Look at that. Wow. And I think she got her braces. She got them in Colombia, right? And I think she's going to talk about it soon. Let me see if I can pull that video up. Yeah, so here she's saying that people were mocking her because of her teeth. And people were telling her, why don't you get your braces? And well, eventually she did get her braces. And, you know, I'm sure she still got them with the dollars that they made here in the US while scamming the American people. But interesting, right? Because when William was in the hospital, and I think she also might have been hospitalized once or twice per what they said, but they didn't pay anything. California allowed them to walk away. But in Colombia, that's never free. They have to pay for it. Huge difference, right? They're not stupid over there like we were here. Oh, I guess you can say California is still stupid. Their government, not the people, but the government. And well, there they are again, showing the business. Look at all of those products. Who paid for it? The American dollars did. Amazing. You know, this is great to... this is something great to watch because you are, in essence, finally and completely witnessing the asylum-seeking scam at full. Like, this is a full circle moment right here. They crossed the border illegally. They told us how to do it. They seeked asylum. They told us their plans while living in the U.S. And look, there they are. Fake asylum seekers. This is how the Democrats lie to you, Americans. This is what AOC says. Oh, they're running. They're running for safety. You know, their lives are at risk. Look, they're back in Colombia. Their lives are not at risk. They're liars, just like the Democrats are. No, at least I respect the Republicans because at least the Republicans are like, you know what? We're going to get you out if you broke the law. The Democrats lie. They're like, no, we're going to keep you. They still, I mean, Obama deported a lot of people. Obama deported millions of migrants. They lied to you. But then Biden comes in and he's like, well, they're like his people. Oh, no, it's a humanitarian crisis. We have to protect them. Look at that. A complete scam, huh? I mean, it's poverty, guys. The poverty mentality these individuals have, I strongly believe it'll never go away. That's what we're bringing into this country. Again, I don't mind someone coming from poverty. That's okay. If you want to succeed and be better, that's fine. I guess in a lot of cases, you can say a lot of us came from poverty and we overcame the poverty and we're looking to continue to contribute to the economy and assimilate to the culture and get better. That's what America is all about. But these individuals do not want that. They want to remain poor. And in a lot of cases, they want the U.S. to adapt to their poverty culture. It's a complete disgrace. Well, here it's raining. And he's saying that, wow, look, our rooms are getting wet. My mother-in-law too. He says, yeah. Look, mom-in-law, look at this. Look at that, guys. Their rooms are, everything's getting wet. And they love it. They think it's funny. Putting the buckets to try to prevent the water from going on the ground. Wow, it's crazy, guys. Now you see, right, the difference between those who applied to get a visa versus the border crossers. Now you get it. I mean, I hope you get it, because this is the perfect video for you to see why these individuals cross the border. They will never get a visa application accepted. Never. How? They can't afford it. They'll never be able to afford the requirements the U.S. government asks visa applicants. Never, ever. Look at that. Unbelievable. And here she is telling the migrants that are still in the U.S. You know, if you want to make money off of Take Trash, monetize your account. I can help you do it. So, you know, that's what they strive to do. Go viral, record themselves committing a crime, a federal crime, and then save that money, abuse the taxpayers, and go back to their country. I'm glad, guys. I'm glad that, you know, we did all of those reports, because we are, and of course, that President Trump won the election. Main thing here. But a lot of them now are going back. They have to go back, and we will continue to put pressure on all of them to go back. They have to go back. No apologies here. Nope. And I do not feel bad. They're happy. We're happy. Well, we're happy they left. We're still a bit upset that they stole from us, because they did. But at least the bleeding has stopped. That's them with their pet. Their pig. Yeah. That's it, guys. Please send your regards to William and Pam in the comment section. I'm confident that they'll probably watch this video and curse the hell out of me, but I don't care. They know what they did was wrong. They want to lie to themselves and to their followers that they didn't do anything wrong. But thanks to people like them, the entire thing is collapsing now. The immigration process is collapsing thanks to their scams, because they abused the system to the max. Thank you for watching. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. William and Pam, see you later, alligator. And please, never, ever come back. The American people do not want you here. So have a good time in Colombia. A very special thank you to those of you who go the extra mile to support this content. The shout outs are down below. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time.
First good sign, before I left for the Capitol, I had my staff collect and print out this list of almost 60 different insulting epithets that the president has said about me. Things like stupid, dummy, lowlife dummy, sleazebag, sick, sad, stone cold crazy. Really a dumb guy, fired like a dog, his show is dead. There's 60. I brought this to the White House because I wanted him to sign it, which he did.